Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by the chairman of Great Western, Brian Hall. How are you today, Brian?
Good, thank you, Zach. How are you?
I was not quite sure whether to call you Great Western Mining or just Great Western, but both mentioned both.
Great Western is shorter. Great Western is saves a bit of time, I think.
Yes, okay. So exciting times for your company in the sense that you've got high grade results on your tungsten prospects, and also for people who are into the small cap space, they'll be aware of Pilot Mountain. You're near to that, and they'll be aware of Guardian Metal Resources, which has done very well in that zone. The other point, I suppose, is that these days tungsten is a critical metal, and you're in the US, which is obviously one of the causes of it being a critical metal because of the tariffs and the China thing and everything else. So maybe you can explain the lay of the land at the moment.
Yes, sure, Zach. Well, we have a couple of old tungsten workings on our properties, and we have actually a third one, which is at some distance away, which we haven't done much work on yet. When we saw the way the things were going late last year, the tungsten and base metals becoming important, both copper and which we're involved in, and tungsten, both critical metals. We thought, well, let's have a look at what our tungsten possibilities are, and we went and looked at the old mine workings, which are known as Defender and Pine Crow, and these were shallow tungsten workings, about a kilometer apart, actually more accurately, about 1,200 meters apart, which were exploited during the Second World War, and after the Second World War, they presumably were closed down. Nobody done anything with them since. They are on trend with one of our copper prospects, where we have a resource, so interesting, 2 kilometers away. We found that whereas we had these two mines on our workings, they were actually on the margin of our workings. So we quickly went and staked some more claims around them. We're very aware of the fact that not too far away, and only a few miles away, Guardian Metal Resources have been working tungsten very successfully. And we thought, well, listen, if they can do it, maybe we can too. And we looked at this, so we'd stake new claims, and then once the winter was over this year, we had a team of geos in the field, including a very knowledgeable consultant who we've been working with for some time, called Dr. Lawrence Carter. And our team took out all sorts of tools for looking at samples and so forth, and did a grab sample exercise. And the grab sample exercise came back. We've now recently had the lab results, and they are pretty good. And we've taken grabs between the two tungsten workings. So there's a 1,200 meter stretch between the old tungsten workings where we think we have good looking tungsten the whole way. Also, the workings in the Second World War were really only shallow workings. No one has ever drilled this stuff to see what it does at depth. So we're pretty excited about this, and we've literally only just got the results in. We've analyzed them, we've published them, and we think we can do something with this. The next stage is to do a gravity survey. Tungsten being such a dense and heavy material, tungsten being so dense and heavy, you get a very good result from gravity. So we're going to do a gravity survey of it, which is not too difficult or expensive. Can be done. After that, we will almost certainly do some geophysics and IP survey, and we think we can set this up as a drillable prospect in the relative near future. You can't do it tomorrow. I mean, we need to do it properly and cautiously and properly, but we think there's something to go for here, and that's what we're aiming for.
Given that you're a microcap company, and given that tungsten and World War III seem to be on the cards at the moment, do you think that this latest news from your company is enough to perhaps get investors to say, I haven't looked at Great Western for a while. Let's have a look at an entry level situation, which entry level in terms of market cap, which has a sort of a red hot commodity at a time of a lot of geopolitical uncertainty. Obviously, tungsten, one of the main ingredients in defense weaponry.
Yes, well, we're obviously hoping that there won't be World War III, but yeah, we think that this should attract interest, and rightly, if the tungsten is proves to be as good as we think and hope it might be, then certainly I think we become a very interesting story, and we will be taking it forward with some energy, and trying to move it to the drill stage, and obviously see how it can be commercially exploited. Our tungsten workings are reasonably accessible. They're middle of the desert, of course, a mountainous desert in Nevada, like everything else we have. But they're accessible from the highway. They're not in some extremely difficult position. We can get a rig or anything else in there quite easily, and we're going to push it as hard as we can.
But you're not just about tungsten, a bit of copper in the mix as well.
Well, yeah, we're certainly not just about tungsten. We've this year we have a program we have drill ready copper prospects to which we want to drill and are going to drill this year on our what we call our West Huntoon acreage, which we think is the tip of the iceberg for a large copper porphyry deposit. We've been working on this for the last 2 years, done a lot of work on it, soils, geophysics, and so forth, and lots of cutting edge technology as well. So we're pushing that very hard, and we're planning to drill at least 5 holes on the West Huntoon prospect. We are also chasing one of our precious metal prospects about 50 miles away at an area called Rhyolite Dome, which has been a good prospect for a long time. We're about to shoot an IP survey over that, so we're going to drill that too. So we have a drill program for precious metals. We have a drill program to try and prove up copper porphyry, and now we have the tungsten prospect as well. So we've got 3 exploration legs to us, which and they're all exciting, frankly. But the tungsten one just adds a new flavor to the whole thing.
So hopefully over the course of the rest of the summer, we're going to have decent news flow. Maybe that will start to galvanize one or two investors in the market.
Well, we hope so, and obviously the key thing is to if the news flow is good, then galvanized they should be. But obviously we need to deliver some results, and that's what we're aiming to do. And we'll try and get some good results out in the market this year.
Well, we look forward to that. In the meantime, Brian Hall, Chairman at Great Western Mining, thank you very much indeed.
Zach, thank you very much.